This has to be the most biased pick ever.
I hate it here.
I mean, they just got their ass handed to them.
I think I'm chasing the value on this game.
I like my takes on how I like my woman. Hot and questionable.
I'm way better than Tyler.
What are you doing, Lewis?
I'm laying the points.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Laying the Points. I'm here with my boys, Picano and Tyler. We're still waiting on Lewis. We're gonna, we're hoping he's gonna pop in here soon. But Tyler, Picano, how you guys doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing good as of today. Looking back on my weekend, I'm incredibly angry, and I have a lot of things I want to rant about. But like right now, on today, what's today's date? September 7th. I'm doing fine.
All right. Picano, how about you? You're still on mute, bud. Just a little heads up.
Shit, I'm sorry.
There we go. It's all right. Hey, keep roll with it.
Sorry, I was doing some household things, but I am doing fantastic. It's a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday. Like Tyler, we had a great weekend. He didn't have as much of a good weekend as I did. A lot of sweat, a lot of tears, but we're here. Let's go.
All right. With that, I have one piece of news that's very tragic. It really hurts my soul. Nick Castellanos is on the IL right now until the 13th, which means we will not have a Castellanos homer on 9/11, which, I mean, everybody knows the saying, death taxes and Castellanos to homer after a tragedy. I was ready to hammer that home run prop, but, we pour one out for Castellanos, and whatever the hell he hurt.
Did the Yankees win today, by the way? Speaking of baseball, I was watching the game for a little bit.
They had a doubleheader, didn't they?
Yeah.
They won. They won game one. Oswaldo Cabrera hit a single with two outs.
Attaboy.
I saw Oswald Peraza's.
Peraza had 3 hits.
I saw that.
Legend.
And he had 3 hits, and I believe got on base 4 times with one by an error.
And our boy Aaron Judge hit another home run. 55.
Thank you, Aaron.
All right. I guess to kick us off, you guys want to wrap up a little bit of what happened last week in college football. Some things we should have expected in hindsight. Either you want to kick us off here? Anything you feel passionate?
I'll go first.
I think Tyler should start just because of the fact of how he feels.
Yeah. Listen,
so you can go, Ty.
I'll start us off with the picks I made. So first was my Thursday night special, and I had the under in that game. I expected it to be a little sloppy and not crazy, and it was to start. I won't say it was sloppy, but to start, it was very slow. And then all of a sudden, the second half, they just went nuclear. Hold on one second. I'll pull up the exact score at halftime. But I'm pretty sure it was a 10-10 game at halftime. It was – let me just make sure. It was a 10-10 game at halftime. And I was like, okay. It was 3-0 after the first. So I was like, okay, this is a good play by me. 10-10 at halftime. And then it went absolutely bonkers in the second half, and the score ended 38-31. So it sucks to be me, I guess.
Tough.
So
That's tough.
But whatever. I'm not too upset about that one. That one, it is what it is. Now let's go into Saturday. I'll start with the one that did hit. It was Buffalo plus 24 against Maryland. They covered that. Covered that. Maryland. They didn't cover it the way I thought they would cover it. I thought it would be like a 40 to maybe like high 30s to like at least like 14 game, or mid 30s, whatever it is. Whatever the case is, it was a relatively ugly game by both sides, but because Maryland just really can't score that well and their defense is great, Buffalo ended up covering. Awesome. Now let's get into the ugly stuff. Cincinnati plus 6.5 was my play. They lose by 7. So
that's a tough
on me for not buying the point. But there was a lot of opportunity. Like, I didn't watch too much of the game. I was at a sport book with Picano, and they had a lot of opportunity. The first drive of the game, they threw an interception on Arkansas's 25. They missed a field goal, they missed 2 field goals in the first half, which is classic Cincinnati, last year they were like the worst kicking team ever. It's like, how is a top 4 team this bad at kicking? But they missed 2 in the first half, and then in the second half they fumbled. Which led to the touchdown, and then their pick earlier in the game led to a touchdown. So like, brutal way to lose a plus 6.5, but like the game was theirs. 2 missed field goals and two turnovers leading to touchdowns is brutal. And then my favorite play, the play that I rode the heaviest, and the play I'm the most upset about, was the Georgia-Oregon over 54. And we were at Atlantic City. I convinced my one friend to ride it with me. I rode it relatively heavy. And my reasoning was, I think Georgia is going to score. They're going to get theirs because Oregon's defense blows. I was like, they're going to score most likely 42 points. I was like, they're probably going to score 42 points. Oregon, due to the fact that they have a new transfer, and them too, like they have a relatively good offense last year, and obviously they're getting a transfer. You had all month to prepare, with the transfer, and you had all month to prepare. I was like, they're probably going to score a touchdown and then probably a touchdown in the fourth quarter. I was like, they're probably going to score 14 points, is my guess. And if not, I was almost perfectly spot on. It was 49-3, 14 minutes and 50 seconds left, and no one scores. And I lose by 2 points.
Yeah, especially at the end, Oregon like on the goal line can't convert on fourth down.
It's not even just that. It was second and 4, third and 4. No, it was third and 4, third and goal from the 4-yard line, and they rushed to the line of scrimmage with like 2 minutes left. Rushed to the line of scrimmage, snapped the ball quick, and handed it off up the middle for 2 yards, as if they were like trying to like
catch him off guard or some
catch
shit.
Him off guard, but you're not. It's Jordan. You didn't catch him off guard all game. Like that's why you only have 3 points. And they did that, and then they just threw they just tried to throw like a slant, like the tight end, which just
went like over his head, didn't it?
Yeah, like it just wasn't even close to him. So I couldn't believe it. Like, dude, take your time on third down. The whole drive they were moving. They were the quarterback was running. They were going to the outside. They never ran it once towards the middle of the field and did well against this Georgia D, and that's what they chose. It was a gut-wrenching loss. It was unbelievable.
The dogs, Georgia.
I have a question for you, Tyler.
That's all I have. Yeah.
Who's worse, DJ or Bo Nix?
Bo Nix. DJ. Watching that game with DJ, and the announcer said it too, but I was watching the game. He had a lot of big drops, like a lot of good passes downfield that were drops. One of them was a touchdown. One of them was like a 40-yard gain, and then had multiple short balls drop. So it's like, you put that into consideration, like he could have had a much better game and whatever. So I think Bo Nix is way worse. And I actually saw a funny meme of DJ in an Oregon jersey being like, Oregon Ducks starting quarterback next year.
I love LeGarrette Blunt's tweet. I think, Alec, you sent it into the group chat.
Yeah, I saw that shit.
That was fucking beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and speak my piece about this weekend in college football. Let's just say this. I think we're idiots. The three of us plus Lou.
Yeah.
How did we?
God, I just fucking auto drafted 2 people. I completely forgot about my draft.
Who'd you get?
Oh my God. I got
Brees
Hall and Jalen Waddle.
That's brutal. Your team blows.
Oh
It blew when you picked Kelsey though. So.
Oh my God. Okay, sorry, but Connor, I fucked up. I
have a draft in 10 minutes, so we're gonna have the same thing going on. But anyways, I think we're idiots. I think we should all just throw in the fucking house on Bryce Young for Heisman. I don't know why we didn't. I
did that last year.
He went 18 for 28, 195, 5 tutties in the air, and then he had 5 on the ground for 101 rushing touchdown. He had 6 touchdowns and the cleanest dap ever to Nick Saban I've ever seen. Listen, I think he's going to run it back. I think someone has to give to his run for his money that may be Lou's favorite player, and that's Tony Richardson, a.k.a. Anthony Richardson, a.k.a. AR-15. Went 17 for 24, 168 in the air. No tutties in the air, but he ran for 3 and for rush for 106 yards. Is this kid Cam Newton? Come on.
Could be.
Come on.
Just him, and then who's the Vandy dude?
Everything you just told me was running back stats.
Yeah. 170 or whatever in the air as a QB is not ideal.
With no
but-
touchdowns, but had 3 touchdowns on the ground. Like, what the heck?
But like, come on, bro. Come on.
And I don't know. I still think that kid from Vandy, that was Mike Wright or whatever, the QB, it's just like I mean, it's Vandy. They played Hawaii and then someone else that was awful last week. But hey, I mean, they've got some good competition coming up. If he can like even come close to reciprocating, you might have to throw his name in there. Like he's carrying that team.
Quarterbacks for week 1, I think, had great. Like I think they put on a show. Stetson Bennett put on a show. Bryce Young put on a show. Anthony Richardson put on a show. Caleb Williams put on a show. All these guys. Quinn Ewers, even though Quinn's going to get absolutely killed by Will Anderson on Saturday. Bama's minus 20.5.
And some people were saying they opened. I think it was like 17 instead of 20. Some people were saying it's going to keep going higher.
It's going to go to 24. I guarantee. Guarantee. I think Texas is going to get rolled. But there's that slim chance.
Time to go up that high though.
Dude, I think that Texas has a chance. Don't give me that as a hot take. I think Quinn Ewers,
20.5 is a lot of points.
Listen, anything is possible. We just saw what happened with Ohio State. We just saw it.
You didn't even look that good last week, Quinn Ewers.
Yeah, but we just saw what happened with Ohio State and Notre Dame. Notre Dame was supposed to get rolled by Ohio State, and
that's because
their two receivers got hurt, and Notre Dame's defense stood out. It was a defensive game. Like obviously we know Alabama's defense is pretty nasty, and Texas' defense. I mean, it's the Big 12 defenses, and the Big 12 don't really exist. But who knows? Who really knows? I personally don't like that as my pick for this week. We'll get into locks later. But Alec, I'm going to shoot it over to you.
Let me cut you off quick. What wide receiver should I take right now?
What are your options?
Who's available?
Amari Cooper, Michael Thomas, Christian Kirk, Juju, Thielen.
Thielen.
That's like the top guy.
Thielen.
I would say Thielen. Thielen or Thomas.
Yeah, Thielen or Thomas, but I like Thielen more. They're saying there's only good shit coming out about Thielen. And friend of the David Blau.
I'm surprised he's so low, Thielen.
Yeah.
Like at like a 70 ADP. Like he's still like
he's still the number 2 receiver. He's always going to be like the touchdown target.
Oh, yeah, he's always getting touchdowns.
Yeah.
I also agree. I don't understand there.
Sorry, continue, Picano. Sorry, I just might pick.
No, I'm done. I'm handing it off to Alec. Give it to him on the red zone.
I'll be honest. I haven't looked. The slate for this week looks good. I haven't looked as much into betting for this week because I had my boys Coastal. They came out covered for me last week. Now they're playing some shit bum team. There's not even a line. So I mean, I don't have my lock. I did want to mention UMass. Didn't realize they were running a fucking wing tee this year. Came out against Tulane. They had 11 passes with 4 completions for 17 yards with 3 picks, and 11 of the 17 yards came on like 1 pass. It was an 11-yard completion. That's not ideal. 58 rushing attempts between 3. But yeah. Anyway, that's I'll take my bad on that one. That loss. Never betting on UMass again if they're going to run a fucking high school offense. It's a joke. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm just looking forward to watching some of these games this weekend, not as much betting. I'm more focused on the NFL this weekend because there are a few lines out there that I really like. Ironically, both are 6.5-point spreads. And the first one, I'm going to take us back. You guys know TikTok, I imagine. You guys know Livy Dunn, the queen of TikTok. Yes, no, maybe?
Who's Livy Dunn?
Never heard of Livy Dunn?
Oh, my God. But
no. She's every... Yeah, you need to
get
on TikTok, my dude.
Tyler, I make TikToks and I have TikTok.
You don't know who Livy Dunn is? I have no idea who she is. She was a LSU
you're on the wrong side.
Yeah, you're on the wrong side. Yeah.
Let me see who she is.
I can't find the photo.
You're clearly on the wrong side of TikTok if that's the case.
Oh, I know who this is.
Yeah, dude. Come on now. So I don't know if you guys saw the picture. I'm gonna send in the chat later. I'm putting it up on YouTube right now. There's a picture of her with Joe Burrow, former LSU QB. A picture of him in his LSU. I think it was a painting actually, and she gave off a certain vibe that young Joe may or may not have hit. So I mean, that's what the boys are speculating. Joe Burrow's a winner. They're playing the fucking Steelers with Mitch Trubisky this weekend at home, -6.5. It's free money. hammer it. Like the Steelers, they could be all right. They could be scrappy, but week one, I think the Joey B and the Bengals are going to roll 6.5. That's free.
I just hope that NFL young boy George Pickens scores a touchdown.
that would be a good one. Just absolute out there, just mauling on people. He's a character. The Steelers always seem to have characters, though. I mean, first you get fucking Juju, or first you get AB, but AB wasn't really a character until after he left, and then you get Juju, and it's just now it's Pickens. The passing of the torch. Anyway,
that's your only.
No, I got one.
You have one more,
pick.
right?
I have
Sorry.
a different line, also 6.5, but it is a plus 6.5 because I don't fucking understand this. The Cardinals at home against the Chiefs. It opened at I think +2, +2.5, and is just ballooned to +6.5. I think because Rondale and Ertz were questionable, but both have been back at practice this week. So, I mean, if they're practicing this week, I think they're going to trend towards playing in week one. Like, home dogs in week one, I think there was some trend. Slipping my mind. I didn't write it down. I'm an idiot. Sorry, my bad. Heard it somewhere. But home dogs do very well week one. Cardinals home dog +6.5. I think they're the better team than KC.
There's like 10 home dogs this week.
That's wild.
Isn't
I mean,
there?
the Rams fucking starting us off home dogs fresh off the Super Bowl.
I love the Bills, but that's a scary game. Like the fact that
I feel like that's a trap game.
100%.
That's a trap game for both teams.
Sean McVay is 5-0 both straight up and against the spread in week one, but he's also been like the favorite every time, and they've played not the Bills. So we'll see, what comes to fruition. Yeah, no, those are my two locks. Bengals -6.5, Cardinals +6.5. If you guys want to circle back to college, feel free. I didn't have any college locks this week.
I don't think I have anything in the NFL, honestly. But I have
still got to sort out some teams. You got to see how everybody plays.
Yes, but I do have 3 college plays. Starting off with the noon college game day, Alabama and Texas. We're going to the Overs Club.
Hey,
we're going.
Why not?
We're riding to the Overs Club.
Right into the Overs Club.
This sounds exactly like what you were saying with the Oregon game. So just I won't
I
be
think
surprised if Texas scores 6 points and they don't hit.
It's the exact same thing, but it's a 10 more points to the over, so it's a little bit scarier. But I think it should be a 40 in the mid 40s to mid 20s game, and I'm gonna ride by that. So I'm going to the Overs Club. Pick number 2. Let me just get it back up here. I just had it written down. It's another game where I'm taking a total, and believe it or not, we're going back to the Overs Club of Tennessee and Pittsburgh.
I love that. I love that.
66. We're going to the Overs.
Damn, that's a fat over too.
Who do you like in that
I
game?
know.
Just curious.
I think the points probably. Whoever the points is. I just think it's going to be like a 1-possession game.
I'm pretty sure Tennessee's I'm pretty sure Tennessee's the favorite
plus,
right now.
Yeah, Pittsburgh +6.
Pittsburgh got that gritty win last week against West
So I
Virginia.
think Pittsburgh +6. We're going to go to the Overs Club. Now I have one more pick and then a one special pick. I'm pretty sure. My one last play that I'm doing. I'm going to take a team that was probably played in one of the most underrated, unbelievable games, like of the whole slate. That Picano, I know you watched. Alec,
Which
you
one was it?
Highlights. It was Saturday at noon.
There was 2 games. I was sweating.
Which UNC App State?
UNC App State. I'm taking App State +19 against whatever they're called, Texas A&M. Texas A&M won like 31-0 against the team. Like didn't really show out at all the way I thought they would as a top-ranked team. And App State in the past years and this year, they still have like a 3-headed monster at running back. They run the ball down your throat, and whatever this loser at quarterback, that old Duke guy, He's getting a bit better at tossing the rock. So I'm going plus 19. I'm gonna ride the App State Mountaineers. And then my special play, though I don't love the play, I'm going to take South Carolina plus 8.5 against Arkansas. And I'm fading the Arkansas wave. I'm not really impressed by Arkansas.
That's
Why?
horrible.
Why is that? What makes you say Arkansas is fraudulent?
Did you see Spencer Rattler last week?
Yeah, I don't know if they're fraudulent or not, but I think
It's just
I
a
don't
vibe
know.
you're
I'm not-
catching.
I'm not feeling them. I'm not feeling them, that team. And they beat me once, they ain't gonna beat me again. You know what I mean?
He had 2 picks.
Who
Versus,
did?
I think,
Spencer
Rattler.
Rattler said? Yeah,
Versus
no, that's
Georgia Southern.
That's fine by me. That's fine by me. Fine by me. Plus 8.5.
Alec, if you saw me in the App State UNC game, I was squirming around.
Really? I
Yeah,
watched I think the beginning because we were kind of bouncing around between all the like mediocre 12 o'clock games, which like how can you have it's week 1 really of college and they just had the worst 12 o'clock slate I think they could have had. There was just no big games, I mean, I guess yeah, they had UNC App State.
Well,
but
yeah, I
that
was surprised that it was like 3:30 is where like Alabama, Georgia came on. Like, why wasn't there like a
You
news?
needed at least one of those at noon. Like you just bump it up. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
this
I
week
agree.
is elite, I'm pretty sure. Is
This
this
week
is a
slate.
really good week.
Yeah,
Well, we're
they
starting
time-
out with
It starts out
Whatever their
Texas,
names are.
Alabama. It starts out Texas, Alabama. And then the last game. Well, then we have Florida, Kentucky.
Mm.
That's another good game. And then it rounds off with US. I know you two don't care, but USC, Stanford.
I mentioned USC Stanford. What aren't they?
that's
They're like
fine.
very small favorites against Stanford, which I was surprised about. I figured USC would be getting a little bit more credit.
Stanford isn't bad. They have a pretty good quarterback and a decent offense. Like they can sling the ball. It's just going to be like a shooting match
Mm.
the whole time.
All right.
Midday
Question.
game.
Do you
Tennessee
guys
Pitt.
think, quickly, do you think in round 9 it's too early for me to draft a quarterback? And these are the quarterbacks on board, right? Like that are available: Russell Wilson, Joe Burrow,
No,
Stafford,
take
Trey
Wilson.
Laird. I feel like I got to take a quarterback now.
Wilson in the 9th is unreal value. In a 12
I
team.
just think I have to take. I think I have to take now. I don't think I can wait any longer.
No, yeah, not with a premier talent. I mean, Russell Wilson, dark horse MVP. He's got so much talent around him. I think they win the AFC West, even though they're like the 3rd favorite. It's it's a good team. You guys forgot we have We Are Marshall playing Notre Dame. It's a great game. And
we have
Wake
Marshall.
Forest Vandy. And then
I took Justin Jefferson 5 in my draft, by the way.
that's good value.
Yeah,
I like
first time taking him. So
I think I have him in one league, but I'm in so many leagues at this point. I have a lot
Give
of
it up.
people.
we have another draft at 1-9.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
four of
that.
us?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the 10 team. Do we have a buy-in in that league?
I think it was like
Like
10 bucks we
25.
started at. Yeah, something like
25.
that.
We're just doing it more for fun because like a few of us like aren't in a lot of things, so we're like, let's just do another one.
All right, that's fair. I'm excited. I hope I get like a good pick. I have had the 8th or 9th pick in like every single draft I've done. So a lot of my
I'm
teams
in-
look the same.
I'm in 3 drafts. 1. Yeah, 3. One, all 12 men. I've had the 9th pick, the 10th pick, and the 11th pick.
Yeah, it's just. I mean,
So
it's not bad
finally-
because I keep getting Jamar Chase rolling down to me at like 8, which I'll take. But I want a Christian McCaffrey. I want a Derrick Henry. I want one of those boys.
Exactly. So I am happy that I finally get a high pick, and I don't like having 3 teams that are all the same team
Yeah,
because like
Yeah.
God forbid something goes wrong. Now I'm
Then you're
shot in
fucked.
all 3. In all
I've-
3. So it's like
I've drafted 3 teams, and all three teams I picked AJ Brown.
I like AJ Brown this year too. I mean, I think Hurts is going to have a good year. I think he takes a step up with all
Yeah.
that talent around him. They've built that team perfectly around a QB on a rookie deal. It is insane.
I'm going to transition into my picks after what you said, talked about the Eagles, Alex, but I'm going to talk about the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, fuck you. No, fuck the Lions. They're on
Listen.
Hard Knocks.
Listen,
Garbage.
the Lions are a totally different team. Hard Knocks got me emotionally attached to this team.
They cut our boy Tim Boyle. They kicked him out.
They did,
They're gone.
But I think Dan Campbell is
He's
goated.
He's an electric factory.
So they cut Long Island legend Tommy Kennedy, threw a touchdown, slot receiver for the Detroit Lions. Now he's still on the practice squad. When they cut him yesterday in that episode, Dan Campbell was in near.
Was
tears.
he the one crying? Yeah, I knew there was
tears
one he was crying
when he cut him.
There was a lot of guys. I mean, I thought they were going to bring back the guy who signed with the Giants too, Pimpleton.
Oh, that guy.
I thought they were going to bring a
Pimple?
bunch. The guys they
Pimple.
cut. I thought they were going to bring him back. The running back too. That they were like, dude, this guy's got elite speed or whatever. Like
Yeah,
you didn't
and
even
then
give
cut
him
him.
a practice squad invite. Like I don't know.
But I like the Lions this week. Goff is 5-0 against the spread in week 1. That's a stat.
What's the spread? 4.5.
4.5. Four.
I think it's around. Yeah.
Another one of my picks that I like is the Baker Mayfield Redemption Tour. The Panthers. I really like Baker this year. I really like CMC. I think he's going to be fully back. They got an improved offensive line. I think that he has good weapons in Carolina. I think he had better weapons in Cleveland. Obviously. I'm just hoping that Nick Chubb just goes full Chubb in this game and rushes for 200 plus. And I'm going to say that the whole year because I have Nick Chubb in another 2 of my leagues. And I'm a big Nick Chubb fan just because of the fact that Deshaun Watson's out for a while and they're going to run the ball a lot. So
I did see something like an unreal, like 90% or something of money on the money line in that game is on the Panthers.
yes, I did see that.
That's a fade the public type of line right there. Especially like you see that in college where the people are taking 90% of one line, but in the NFL, people riding 90% of a line. I mean, it's a little fishy to me, especially the Panthers. But the Panthers always start hot. Did they start 3-0 last year? Like I could see it.
They made Sam Darnold look good. You're like, you thought to yourself, you're like, holy
he wasn't
crap,
seeing ghosts yet.
Good? Yeah, you're like, is he good? And then you're like, no, he's not. It was just a hot dog. So did you guys see Louis actually texted us with his portal locks for the week?
I just saw that, yes, as I'm about to pick in my fantasy draft, round 2. All right, I have options here, boys.
What you got?
Go quick.
No, you give us the options, then we'll go into lose.
I got Tyreek Hill, Andrews, Kelsey, Aaron Jones, Keenan Allen. Those are the guys. And CD Lamb.
CD or Aaron Jones. That's my 2 picks.
Tyler, give me your points.
I do CD.
All right.
You took Jay Jetta's first round though.
Yeah, Jay Jett's first round. I'm gonna see who this guy picks, and then we're gonna go from there.
All right.
CD with the TD. Who was he? He picked Tyreek Hill. So now I'm between Aaron Jones and CD Lamb. I'm gonna go CD.
Gotta pick your boy. The boys.
Gotta pick the boy. Before we get into lose pick, I have one more pick, and it is about my team. I don't care what the line is for this game. I don't know why the line is for this. Oh, I think it's never mind. I have it written down. It's -2. I don't know why that's the line. Cowboys, Bucks. The Cowboys are actually pathetic. As a diehard fan myself, this team is absolutely pathetic. As I stutter again for 2 straight podcasts, I'm gonna go on my Frank Fleming bullshit. This team is feeble. We have no wide receiver other than CeeDee Lamb. We have no backup quarterback. We have no O-line. We just signed Jason fucking Peters the other day. He's 41 years old. I don't know where's the logic.
You got the Andrew Whitworth strength.
But where's the logic around this?
You need somebody.
You need to make a trade. You should have got Laramie Tunsil. You should have went right to Houston and said, yo, we'll give you a 1st-round pick and a 4th-round pick and maybe another player, and you give me Laramie Tunsil and Brandon Cooks. Come on. You can't tell me I'm wrong. That is a fantastic.
I don't know if Houston wants that though. Houston sees their window maybe a little bit closer. I don't know. So you're taking the Bucks, I assume here?
Oh, 100%. I think a bigger note of this is that Tom's going through a breakup. Tom's going through a breakup. We're going to talk
very obvious.
To all of our lady listeners, which is probably 0 of you, but for the 1% there is, Tommy's going through a breakup, and Giselle left him. She's in Brazil, and she left him with the kids. He's going through a breakup, and you know what he's going to do? Instead of fighting for her, he's going to take all of his anger out on the whole fucking league. Tom Brady MVP, Tom Brady Super Bowl. You heard
No,
it here first.
I have actually started trending towards the opposite. I think because I mean, you listen to his first press conference when he came back, when he was like, "I'm 45, like I got shit to do" or whatever. He looked depressed. He sounded depressed in that one. Then he was on the Let's Go podcast, which is why got really on board because he went through all this shit. Like, when I was 25, I focused all on football. Now that I'm this old, I got like all these people that I care about, and just did not mention Giselle once in that whole speech, which, she should have been the first thing he mentioned in that kind of a speech. That's where I'm like really on board with this breakup. I think it's taken a toll on him mentally. And I think this is finally when, Father Time and fucking he's dealing with some shit right now. I think the Bucks are the 6th seed in the NFC. I think the Saints are going to win the division. And I think Brady's done. Like, he's going to realize this year, like, this was, his window is closed. It's over. You got your one in Tampa. That's it. See ya. And then he's going to realize he fucked up his marriage by unretiring, for no reason.
I don't think it was his fault.
I don't think it was his fault, but I think he's almost like an addict where he's like, he's addicted to football. Like, he's like, I want to be there for my family. I want to be there for my wife, but I got to win. I got to do this. I got to ball out. And I don't know. I think, if he had just stayed retired, I don't think any of this happens. I think he retired and then unretired, and Giselle was like, what the fuck, Tom? What are we doing here?
Is T. Higgins the play right now in my fantasy pick, 3rd round?
What other options?
T. Higgins, DJ Moore.
You still need a running back.
No, I got Aaron Jones. Oh, I did.
You took CD.
Yeah, I do need a running back. Oh shit.
Take Zeke. Take the stack.
I am gonna take Zeke. I just did it. I did it. I'm not taking Cam Akers. Cam Akers is
gonna be awful.
Cam Akers is diseased. I'm not touching him with a 10-foot pole. But give me loose picks. I want to hear loose picks.
Oh, yeah.
I want to hear loose
All right,
picks.
do lose pick, and then I do have to get out of here. So,
all right. Lou is taking. He took the Browns points, so hide UV Lou Picano here. That'll be a good one. He likes Vikings points. I don't know what they are. Let me pull up the.
I think it was like 2 or something.
I had them up somewhere. Yeah, it was supposed to be close. 1.5. It's 2 right now. Vikings +2. Which I like at home. Home dogs, it's never a bad bet, especially with the Packers having no receivers and their only receiver, Lazard, potentially not playing. His 3rd pick was Broncos points, Broncos country. Let's ride. I like that. I think that's his like a Super Bowl pick, but that's down to 6.5 now. I mean, that's some fat line.
like, why is that so low?
It started at 4, and it has since become 6.5.
The Broncos are a lock, dude.
Doesn't that just seem too low?
I don't know. I mean, some people we haven't seen this Denver Broncos yet. Like, we don't know if Russ is going to click because he didn't play at all in the preseason. I mean, we're imagining he's going to, make it happen, but we don't know.
I mean, I would imagine he just kills that defense. Like, I would that's my pick 'em for the week.
You take it. I was thinking of taking what's it called? Baltimore, just because I don't like picking primetime games.
That's my pick 'em for the week, just because of the fact that.
Although I don't want to pick against the Joe Flacco revenge tour.
Yeah, I know. Jets low key.
On the lowest of keys.
Is there anyone else that Lou has for this week?
He has, of course, the New York Football Giants as well. That's his 4th pick.
I kind of like that. Not gonna lie.
I do too.
I think
I
think the Titans are slowly going to be my fraud team of the year.
They were fraudulent last year, though, weren't they? Well, Henry got hurt. So you can't really.
No, Henry got hurt. There was no reason to be frauds. Injuries, You can't do that. This is my fraud team of the year, probably.
I think, they could be up there.
Them or the Chargers might be my fraud team of the year.
Chargers are going to get elite. I think the Chiefs are my fraud team of the year, if anything. All right. Tyler, anything else you want to add? Picano? Should we wrap up?
Oh, I do have one thing. There's an MVP beside Tom Brady being the MVP, but there is an MVP in the league that I think everyone should get on board with, and that is Dak Prescott.
I thought you were just calling his team feeble.
Yeah, but if there's that 1% chance that they're not feeble, he will go bananas and win us a playoff game, probably win us the division, probably get an MVP.
It's like the worst take of all time.
Yeah. On that note, we're gonna wrap us up here. Hopefully we'll have Luis back next time. We did miss him, but life happens. He's going through some shit, with I think I don't know what test he's taken, but he's taken some test he's studying for.
And he's being Coach Lou Mangia.
Yeah, he's got to coach the boys.
Yes.
So he's scripting up the X's and O's. He's making us all better. He's making us look good. We got to get him to get the 7th graders to listen to the podcast, though. Bump them numbers up. Come on now, Lou. You're missing out on a big opportunity here. But we just want to thank y'all for listening in. It's been a blast. We're happy to be back, and we will catch you guys next week. We'll recap what we talked about, our picks and whatnot, how we did. We're probably going to be garbage again, but we'll see you guys next Thursday morning.
Oh, yeah.
Peace.